Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to tackle a pretty big idea. What if you could use AI to solve not just your biggest problems, but also the biggest problems you see all around you in your community?
All right, here's the game plan for today. We're going to talk about your problem and AI's potential. We'll break down the difference between a me problem and a we problem. I'll show you your own AI problem-solving kit, how to put it to work, and then it's your turn. We'll end by asking, what problem will you solve? Let's get into it.
Okay, section 1. Your problem, AI's potential. You know that feeling of going from totally overwhelmed to actually empowered? We all have problems, right? Some are personal, trying to hit a goal, and some are, well, there's huge community issues that just feel impossible. But what if you had a new kind of partner, a new tool, to help you tackle them head on?
I'm serious, just for a second, think about it. What's the biggest thing on your plate right now? Is it a personal goal you're trying to crush, or is it something bigger? Something you see in your school, maybe in your neighborhood? Got it? Okay, hold on to that thought.
So that problem you just thought of, we can probably put it into one of two buckets. On one side, you've got the me problem. This is all about your success, your grades, your skills, your future. And on the other side, you've got the we problem. This is about our success, our community, our classroom, our world. And here's the cool part. AI can actually help you tackle both. All right, let's dive into the me problem. This is all about you. How can you use AI to ethically, boost your own success? And we're going to start with a classic scenario, one that I'm betting a lot of you are dealing with right now. You want better grades. Of course you do. But your teacher has a really strict rule. No using AI to write your assignments. Period.
So here's the challenge laid out plain and simple. You have to write everything yourself. No AI-generated essays. Now the goal here isn't to figure out how to cheat the system. Not at all. The real goal, the real opportunity, is to figure out how to use AI to work smarter within those rules.
Okay, so how do you do that? Well, think of AI as your private tutor. Here's the process. First, you write your draft all by yourself, just like you normally would. Then, you upload your sources to the AI. And this is key. You give it your teacher's grading rubric and maybe your class notes. Then, you ask it to grade your paper based on that exact rubric. The AI gives you specific, actionable feedback on how to improve. And finally, you take that guidance and you manually revise your own work. See the shift? It's a total game changer.
And this right here, this is the kind of prompt that makes it all happen. Just look at it. Based on my teacher's rubric, what grade would this essay get? Provide 3 specific suggestions for how I can improve it. It's so smart, right? It's direct, it's totally ethical, and it's focused on what actually matters, learning how to get better, not just asking a machine for the answer.
And the really cool thing is, this whole method does way more than just help you get a better grade on one paper. You're actually building skills that will stick with you for life. You're sharpening your critical thinking. You're getting better at spotting AI errors and hallucinations, which is a huge skill. You're building lifelong learning habits, and you're learning how to be creative and work smart even when you have constraints. That's huge.
Okay, that was the me problem. Now let's pivot. Let's talk about the we problem. Us. How can we use AI to solve problems for our whole community? We're going to scale up that same way of thinking to tackle a problem you probably see every single day. Teacher burnout.
Your teachers, they got into this profession because they love to teach, but so often they get totally bogged down by all these tasks that have nothing to do with actually teaching. And this is a perfect example of a we problem. Why? Well, because when your teachers are burnt out and buried in paperwork, it affects everyone's ability to learn. It's a system-wide problem. And if you look at the data, it's kind of shocking. According to recent surveys, the #1 thing teachers dislike is administrative paperwork. We're talking 45%. Then you have grading and test prep at 35%. That is a massive amount of their time and energy just gone, sucked away from the stuff that really matters, like teaching and connecting with students.
But this is where you can actually step in and be part of the solution. Look at this. For grading and feedback, there are AI tools like Gradescope that can give teachers back like 10 hours a week. For all that admin paperwork, there are AI assistants that reduce what they call decision fatigue. It's a real thing. You could be the one to show your teacher how these tools can automate the exact tasks they hate. Seriously, imagine giving your favorite teacher an extra 10 hours a week. That's how you make a huge dent in a we problem.
So, okay, we've got this me versus we framework for thinking about problems. That's great. But what tool do you actually use to do all this stuff, especially if you're mainly working on your phone?
Let me introduce you to something called NotebookLM. Think of it as an AI research assistant that is grounded in your sources. This is so important. You upload your documents, your class notes, your essay, that rubric, and it will only answer questions based on the information you provide. It's not just scouring the entire internet. This makes it perfect for the kind of focused, ethical work we've been talking about.
And this idea right here, this is the whole mindset shift in a nutshell. The goal is to use AI as a sparring partner for your brain, not an answer vending machine, right? You don't just want to put a coin in and get a perfect answer out. You want a tool that pushes you, that challenges you, that helps you strengthen your own thinking. It's about the process, not just the final product.
Okay, let's get down to business. Time to put AI to work. I'm going to give you some ready-to-go prompt templates that you can literally copy, paste, and tweak for whatever ME or we problem you decide to take on.
First up, your Me problem template. Look at how it's structured. You start with your goal. Get a better grade on my paper. Then your sources. I've uploaded my essay and the grading rubric. Then the crucial part, your constraint. I can't use AI to write anything. And finally, your question. Act like a strict teacher and grade my essay. It's a perfect formula you can use for pretty much any personal project.
And now for the W problem. Same structure, different goal. Your goal, help my teacher save time on parent emails. Your sources, here are some past emails and common issues. Your question, create a 10-step plan for how my teacher could use AI to make this easier. This is how you go from just being a student to being a real problem solver in your community. You're not just pointing out what's wrong, you're building a solution.
All right, so you've got the framework, me versus we. You've got the tool, NotebookLM, and you've got the exact prompts to get you started. There's only one thing missing, the most important part actually, your problem.
And I'm not asking for a lot of your time, just 20 minutes. Seriously, that's it. That's all it takes to start. In 20 minutes, you can define one small problem, upload 1 or 2 documents into a tool like NotebookLM, and ask your very first question. Just start.
So let's go all the way back to that question I asked you at the beginning. Your 20-minute project starts right now. Whether you pick a me problem that's all about you, or a we problem that's about all of us, the power to start making a difference is, well, it's literally in your pocket. So the only question left is, what will you solve?